Hello, my beautiful Scorpios. Brenda here with your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of June the 2nd to the 8th. Let's see what your negotiation card is. You might be going through some negotiations. I'm going to shuffle this again. Wow. They're sending me a message that you're going to be in great conversation with somebody about negotiations, setting the rules and the boundaries and the woo. Okay. Coming in, you've got choices here to make. So keep that in mind. When I said negotiations, I think you're going to be discussing something with somebody and laying the ground rules out, calling the shots. Okay, but listening as well. Okay, so your first card coming in with your tarot messages is the Five of Cups. You've got the Three of Wands, rather. You've got the Five of Pentacles. You've got the Queen of Pentacles, and at the end you've got the Knight of Swords. Okay. All right, so there's choices you're going to be making this week, right? Be mindful what's going to last the test of time. Think about them. Don't jump to conclusions and make a snap decision. Everything that glitters isn't gold. If it looks too good to be true, it possibly is. So be careful of the choices you're making this week. They could be legal and binding. Now, your first card coming in is success, and the path you're on will bring you success and prosperity if you just keep going. Lots of little steps take you a long way. You're on the right track. So things are going to work out better. Things are going to smooth out. Okay, the clouds are going to pull away. You may have been going through a stressful time as of late, Scorpio, but at the end of the day, it will work out. Coming in below that, you could be thinking about the past, about the way things were, reminiscing and thinking about possible, why did things have to work out this way? Why did they have to happen like that? We can't dote on that. Sometimes we think back on our disappointments or even our failures, and we tend to go back there and lose ourselves in that moment, and it's normal and it's human. But don't dote on it and don't stay there. You need to remember the prize. What was that lesson that it taught you for the future, right? So just, it's crying over spilt milk. It's the past. We can't change the past. It's history. Just wipe up that spilt milk, my beautiful Scorpios, and realize that there is a new future for you from those lessons you've learned from the past. Coming in your second position, you've got the Elephant, and the card is listening. So, we look at the elephant and we think an elephant never forgets, right? But there's a time to speak, and you're being reminded of that, and a time to be silent. So now is an occasion for listening. Pay attention not only to what is being spoken, but also to what not is being said at that moment. Okay, so you can often find a deeper message when you think, well, you know what, that never came up in conversation. I wonder why. Listen with your heart, not with your ears, and you'll find clarity. Receiving the listening card is a fortunate sign and ensures a greater understanding of your circumstances. Okay, so listening when you're going through and making these choices right now. Listen to the other side of the story. Coming in under that, you have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands says, guess what? Yeah, you're going to see success. This is coming into your own now. Okay, good things are on the horizon, and have faith in yourself and your abilities and the opportunities, and think big. You're bound to achieve success when you do that. Trust that you're exactly where you're supposed to be, and know that you have the strength and power to see it through, my beautiful Scorpios. Coming in that was your focus. Coming in with your challenge, you've got this deep knowing card. So you're quite intuitive yourself, my beautiful Scorpios. You could do what I do, and a lot of you have been demonstrating that talent that you've got and that intuition that you've got. So trust it. Listening to your intuition will guide you. Okay, you might be feeling extra sensitive right now too, and you're able to tap into body language and mannerisms of others, and you're given information that may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or your five senses, but it is 100% correct. So listen to that. Okay, listen to the messages you're getting. This is a time when your hunches are going to pay off, and they're going to pay off big. So don't be afraid, to listen and take that risk and act on it this week. You might be worried about something in the process, though, because the Five of Pentacles comes up, and that's a card of challenge. Don't lock your way and internalize your thoughts and your feelings. Share them. Okay, this is a time where you need to tap into those doors of opportunity and go through them for help if you need help. If it's an emotional and a situation, then, you know, lean into somebody on a professional level that can give you therapy or guidance, or, you know, and help you maneuver through these problems that you may have. If it's money, you know, you're going to be dealing with people in the financial institutions to get your ducks in a row so that in getting yourself in order here financially. But this card says, yes, there's challenges, but there's opportunities where you can find the resources to resolve those challenges. Coming in with your messages from Spirit and your guides, you've got the Wolf Spirit, and it says, turn knowledge into wisdom. Okay, so you need to take everything that you've learned, all right, and all that you're learning to make it yours. You can integrate it all into your mind, body, and spirit. Whatever lessons you've learned along the way, don't leave them unexamined. Use them, okay? You need to use your talents. Share them, okay? Don't rob yourself of a true experience. You know, if you tell yourself you're done learning or you don't have to know something more, be open, be humble, reach out. You could be learning something new or missing out on something that could really benefit you. The Queen of Pentacles says you're planting your seeds. You have that ability. If you really focus on what you want, you can make it grow and expand and succeed at it, my beautiful Scorpios. She is the Queen of Pentacles. She is nurturing, caring. I call her Mother Earth. You could be dealing or getting yourself outside in the environment more. This is a card of children and animals. She's good with them as well. But she's very patient. She knows that she puts her seeds in. She waits for that gestation period. She's not going to grow her beanstalk overnight. So this is about you planting your seeds and being patient and realizing that it will take time, okay? Whatever that is that your goal is that you're working on, or a situation. Okay, at the end, you've got the star people, and it says universal knowledge. And this is all about you persevering, okay? It's, you know, things might coincide too in a radical, you know, level for you now. Something that doesn't seem normal is going to come into your life. Maybe you've noticed a shift away from certain circles of friends, activities you once enjoyed, or aspects of your personality that no longer resonate with you. You're going through a big change. You may feel particularly drawn to research, connecting to beings with other worlds. Now is the time to call upon the star people to help guide you with universal knowledge. Well, you're very intuitive. You believe in those types of things, as I do as well. You might be tapping into that, doing research more on what's going on in our universe and the star world. Coming in under that, you've got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is fast-moving action, charging towards your goals, but don't get up in your head, Scorpio. Make sure everything that glitters isn't gold. You pull back on the reins. You don't want to make a mistake. Don't sign any legal documents without reading between the lines, because once the ink hits the paper, it's a done deal. Consumer beware. So the Knight of Swords gets your creative juices. You're excited. You want to go charging towards something that's got you enthusiastic. But remember, be mindful. Okay, be mindful of what you're doing and where you're going. All right, coming in next with your clarification, your verification, and your validation, Scorpio. Let's see what else Spirit and your guides are going to give us for you. The Five of Cups, you've got the Lovers. On top of the Three of Wands, you've got the Page of Swords. Then you have a double message here with that Knight of Swords. So yeah, slowing down, but it's not going to, because you have the Eight of Wands and you have the Celebration card, which I'm happy at. You're ending on a high note. So the Lovers, you know, remember I said to you, you're losing yourself back in the past. Maybe you're thinking about a past relationship. Maybe you have some regrets or remorse over the loss or the end of a relationship. However, this card represents making wise and mindful choices on an emotional level, and it might involve those choices someone close to you in your life. So be mindful of that. I think you might be on you might have different outlooks on a situation or a topic you're dealing with, and it's going to take time to sit and make those choices and decisions wisely. You know, think about, you know, this card refers to making these choices on a heart level, but I always say, you know, let your head lead your heart. Coming in next with the Three of Wands, you've got the Page of Swords, hearing something exciting coming in that now you've got clarity. You're moving forward. You're not walking that tightrope trying to be, trying to light your way blindly. This card says get ready for something new. You may hear about something that comes through the grapevine or comes in from somebody who doesn't have the tact and the finesse. They just kind of blurt it out. Don't attack the messenger. Just take this message because it was meant for you, and it will change things. Coming in next with your Five of Pentacles, you've got, again, that fast-moving knight. So I would say sooner rather than later, you need to seek out and go through those doors of opportunity that can give you clarity and help you get through this worry situation. Things are going to shift. The Queen of Pentacles, she's waiting patiently, and then all of a sudden, bam, you're going to get busy. Prepare yourself. Okay, there's going to be a shift in energy. If things have been kind of slow-mo and rather boring and mundane, get ready, because you're going to be finding something that ignites a spark in you, and you're going to be charging towards it. This is about being very busy, and that quiet time is coming to an end. It's also the card of maybe booking a flight. These are flying wands, and also they could be the wands of Cupid. Love might be coming in. At the end, you're going to have a reason to celebrate. Yeah, the Three of Cups is that beautiful card of celebrating an event, and something that comes in, an accomplishment maybe, but definitely wanting to get together with family, friends, or your colleagues. Definitely wanting to celebrate something beautiful here. I love it. That's your high note you end on. So you start on success and you end on celebration. So it's all good. Be mindful of listening to others. You trust your instincts and your gut feelings and your intuition this week. You have that ability to do that really well. Tap into that power that you have when you're making very important choices this week. I wish you a great remainder to today, my beautiful Scorpios, and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful week. And always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I will see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful Scorpio.